Let's go! Hello, Cal. I can't tell if you're actually in the... if you're actually watching it or not, but if you are, hello. I can see that you've already put something in the chat. Alright, we're trying to get this up as quickly as possible while I also shove food in my mouth. You know what? We should switch these. You should go there, and you should go there. Perfect. Yeah, that's much better. Hey, yo, Cal. Good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Sorry it took me so long to get all set up. It's been a bit of a day. Hype! Hype, 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 hype! Yeah, I'm very excited to get into it. After yesterday not being able to do the race, I was pretty upset about that. So I'm excited to jump back into it now. Just happy for a stream. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It's always nice. Sorry, I dropped something. It's always nice to get to stream, and especially to have people here while I'm streaming. So, thank you for being here. Let's check this out. Ooh, starting with Forest Medallion. That's a good one to... Oh, and starting with Requiem. That is also good. Okay, starting as adult. Okay. This is good. This is good. All right. Got Del Taco today, for those who are curious about what food I'm going to be munching on stream today. I feel like I always say how much I don't want to be eating on stream, and then I just eat on stream anyway. It's a problem. Are you playing the race seed from yesterday? I am not. I figured since they have these, what's the word? They have these async race things. I'm going to just do one of those. Because that's kind of the point, is for practice, and you get to compare to other people who have done them. It's basically the same as doing yesterday's race seed. It's just everyone is doing it asynchronously instead of just me. So, just feels more realistic, I guess. But I don't know, maybe that's just me overthinking it. Plus, it is a little bit easier to set up. And here's the real thing. These ones have a spoiler log. The race seeds, the like actual race seeds, don't have spoiler logs. because they don't want people to be able to cheat. But these ones, they're for practice, so they want you to have at least the ability to do that. The ability to see where stuff is if you don't finish. So it just makes it a little bit easier, a little nicer for me and for anyone watching. So they don't post the log after the race. I guess not. There was that one week that they did, at least I thought. But then every other race that I've been a part of or that I've watched after the fact hasn't had the spoiler log. So I guess it's not a thing. Maybe it was just a thing that one time, but not anymore. I don't know. It's kind of weird. All right. Here we go. I am going to start this race momentarily. All right. We're going to get started here. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, chickens. That's not super helpful. This is not a super helpful starting point at all, to be honest. Actually, let's do this. We'll find out what the song is that we get from Requiem pretty much right away. Because if that gets us somewhere more convenient, then that'll be nice to have. Actually, no, this, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to do this, and that gets me something. Sorry, song. Okay, not the most helpful, but it'll do. Graveyard is Way of the Hero. And that's a wallet, okay. Oh hey! Yeah, you're a little bit late, but not too late. You're good. Yeah, we just started like minute and a half ago, so you're fine. I want to check this first. Okay, one in fire, one I already have, one in Jabu, one in forest, one in water, and one in Dodongos. Alright, and what does this get me? Bolero, okay. Let's see what Bolero gets me. Zelda's Lullaby, exactly what I was hoping to find. Only a minute. Okay, yeah, just a minute. All right, so now oh, no bonks. Death Mountain Trail is Way of the Hero. Dodongo's Cavern is Foolish. Forest Temple is Hero. And there's a small key in the giant pot. Okay, good to know. Dodongo's Cavern. And then what was it? Death Mountain Trail and Forest Temple? And Forest Temple. Okay, well, Forest Temple is necessary anyway, so that is good. We're going to come over to here. Is this a race? It's one of those async races where I'm racing, but only against a clock. There's not anyone else currently racing. Yeah. Not what I meant to do, but okay. Just a blue rupee. So far, not finding much of anything that is, like, super useful. Nice music for Kakariko. Yeah! The, like, house music. That's really cool. Ooh! Whatever this is, it's... Okay, Fairy Slingshot. That could be Way of the Hero, technically. Hey! Hey, Katie! Glad to see ya. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I hope you are too, Katie. How have you been? I can't recall. You're in Little Mermaid, right? How's Little Mermaid going? Big boy. Yeah, big boy chest. Okay. Notification just went off. That's weird. Sun Song, okay. That can't be Way of the Hero. What? That was weird. But that is a Vanilla Sun Song, which is kind of crazy to me. Oh, actually, you know what? That's really nice, because that means that I can get this check and not have to come back for it. Vanilla Sadness that gives you a check. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'll take it. Oh, you're not in Little Mermaid. Okay, never mind then. No idea how practices are going. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh. Okay. Light arrows. Yeah, that is kind of important. That could be all that Way of the Hero is, then. Although there is still one check that I can't do yet. Ooh, that's magic, though! Shoot, dude. This is crazy. Off to Ganon, totally. Gosh dang it. Cleaned my room yesterday. Gave myself heat exhaustion by accident. It's a busy weekend. Yeah, that sounds pretty busy. How do you accidentally give yourself heat exhaustion? Are you okay? I hope you're okay. You're here, so I assume you're okay, but still, damn. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Did y'all see the Triforce percent run? Triforce percent run. Isn't that like you're trying to get all the pieces of the Triforce in the game? Come on, there we go. Bombchu. That's actually a pretty nice get, considering Death Mountain Trail is also Way of the Hero. Okay. No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what the Triforce percent run is. Yeah, I'm good. Literally just walked around in the sun while shopping at the block. Yeah, bad headache and stuff like that for the past few hours. Okay, well, shoot. There we go. I'm glad you're doing all right. I hope you feel better soon, because that's not a fun thing to go through. Don't have a ton of experience with it myself, but still, I do know that it's not good. Okay, let's... Perfect. That's what I like to see. It was a task run that TaskBot did at SGDQ on Friday. Oh, no, I didn't watch any of the SGDQ stuff, unfortunately. I've been a little bit busy the last few days, hence why I couldn't even stream yesterday. Oh, come on. No! That is an unfortunate low health noise. It's not terrible, but that's unfortunate. Used Ace to add in a bunch of stuff, including getting the Trevors. That's really cool. I did not watch that, but I'm sure there's a video of it on the YouTube, their YouTube channel. So I'll definitely check it out. That's so cool. Oh, I forgot. I gotta check inside the windmill. That will get me, fudge, another song as well. Thanks. Nah, I used to do band camp out in August, so this isn't anything new. Okay. Well, it's good that you're accustomed to it, I guess? Gosh dang it, just more rupees? I'm glad you're feeling okay about it. That's good. Finally getting better now. Good, 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 good. That is really great to hear. Market is Way of the Hero, okay. What? What? Oh shoot, wait. This is dumb. I could do this so much quicker if I just jumped down, but oh well. What'd the stone say? Market is on Way of the Hero. Song of Storms. Vanilla Song of Storms as well. How interesting. Low HP is empty now. Low HP is out of arrows, guys. It's, There we go. Ooh. Iron boots right there is a nice find. Oh yeah, Gerudo music as well is always nice. Love to see that. Okay, let's do this. Oh no! Oh, it made it. Sick. Another piece of heart. Always good. It works though. It did work. It did work. Come on. I can't eat. I'm so bad at just existing. Ugh. Okay, 50 skulls is a bottle. I'm gonna count that as unnecessary. racing in the background. Alright, let's keep moving right along. Not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Dude has too much surround sound. Is my sound too loud or something? Or, oh, are you talking about the, like, sound outside of my apartment or something? There we go. Mic is a bit loud. Okay, give me a second. I'll try to change that. Okay, I turned it down a little bit. Let me know if that's any better. Much better. Cool. Glad to hear it. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm sorry again for how late I started my stream today. It was not intentional. Oh shoot, I do not have enough to do all of this at once. I was busy today, very busy today. And yesterday, other stuff came up as well, so I apologize for the difficulties, and I hope that it wasn't too inconvenient for me to be streaming tonight instead of yesterday. There we go. Graveyard is Way of the Hero. Already knew that. Anyways, my Twilight Princess 3-heart run is... Oh, shoot. Is going well. I'm already at the Master Sword. Wow! That's fast, dude. Well done. Also have the skills. Good! I think that there is Rudo's letter on the volcano there, which means I'm going to have to come back here with... after getting either beans or... Okay, it's definitely a bottle, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I think it's Rudo's letter specifically, so that's good to know. Ooh, this might not have been the best idea. That's fine. Shoot, nope. But here, now I can do some stuff in market, and that will be helpful. That's Rita's letter. Okay, yeah, I thought so. That's what it looked like to me, so I hope we are correct. Because at least that's good to know where that is. Okay. While I'm here, I can get the Richard check. Okay. What are you gonna get me? Bomb bag. Sick. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put that there because it doesn't work, of course. Okay, let's actually grab you and you. Is that a clock town as your ringtone? Not my ringtone, it was my alarm sound. But yes, that is clock town as my alarm sound. 2 Skulltulas so far, that's a number. Skull Mask is Bomb Chews, so that's dead. It's cool on how I could guess that with 3 notes. Yeah, it's a pretty distinct song, so if you know it, you know it. Yet another piece of heart. That's fine. Giant pot in Shadow Temple has a small key. What should I do next for when I stream Master Quest or Rando? I would say do Master Quest because I think it's really interesting, and especially if you've never done it before, it's just good to have the experience. But that's up to you. Shoot. Haven't played Master Quest. Well, then there you go. That would be my suggestion, at least. A huge rupee, okay. Cool, I guess. And we're gonna check these two. Okay, we're just gonna leave. And I think that's everything I can do in Market for now, so that's fine. Music is vanilla. It is vanilla! Huh! I didn't even realize. Nice catch. That is not what I intended to do. What? My goodness. Every damn time I play this game, the same thing happens. It's a good thing I already have Sun Song, so I don't have to worry about anything. There we go. Bigoron is dead. A lot of vanilla so far. Yeah, there have been a few things that are vanilla. It's definitely strange. Not what I was expecting. But I don't mind it. Definitely not a bad thing. What's your guess for how long this one will be? I'm thinking this one will be somewhere around the 3-hour mark. Because I only need to do 5 dungeons. Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah! 3 for 3. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be somewhere around the 3-hour mark. Because I already, like, I started out with a medallion. I've already gotten a lot of the songs, which gets you a lot more checks than you might think. And because I've, like, bombs open up so much stuff for you. It's kind of crazy. So it means that my routing is going to be a lot more efficient. Minuet. That, honestly, is absolutely perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping to get right now. Either that or Nocturne of Shadow, but that is perfect. Seriously. More songs. Yep. Nothing but songs. Okay, so let's do this. This will take me to get yet another song. And this is the other thing. I'm getting a lot of songs that immediately lead to other songs. Song of Time, okay. This gets me this. 30 Skulls is dead. Love to see that as well. Wait. Let's go! Exactly. Slaying 50 Skulls is a bottle. Already knew that. Skull Mask is 10 bombs. Already knew that. 30 Skulls is dead. It's not sold out. That's a key. There we go. Hover boots! Okay. That means that I can go get Rudo's letter, which means I can now get to Jabu Jabu. I can't finish it until I find Boomerang, but still, that is important. Actually, this. Just more bombs. Kind of nice to get a refill, I guess. We can get Rudo. Yeah, we can get Rudo. Still no boomerang to finish Rudo? To finish that place, I mean? But still, very nice. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have gotten rid of... No, I need that. We can get one check. Yeah, we can get one check in there, which is not bad. You know, we can do that, and it's... I mean, heck, we have seen a vanilla boomerang before. So, like, it's not even that bad an idea. It's just not something we necessarily want to do unless we feel like we have to. Come on. There we go. What did the stone say? That stone was talking about frogs. Shoot. The second frog's check is like 5 bombs or 5 rupees or something. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone having a good night? How do you read that fast? My eyes just sort of scan the words. And I pick out the important things. Get another piece of hearts. That's fine. So it's... Trust me, if you play these enough, and especially if you're trying to like keep a good pace, you'll get there. You'll learn pretty quickly how to scan like that. Hey, the Goron sword. That is a nice find. Sick. Okay. But yeah, you'll get better at that sort of thing as you play more. Wait, what? 20 Skulltulas gives arrows. Okay. More bomb chews at this point, not super necessary. But okay, so 20 skulls, which is not a typical hint. Oh, there we go. Is dead. That's good to know. If we find something that says 40 is dead, then I don't need to worry about skulls except up to 10, maybe. There we go. Quick shot to get magic. We actually need beans to get magic. Hookshot alone, I don't believe gets us there. Market is Way of the Hero. Already knew that. Another bullet bag. Okay, so that means Slingshot definitely isn't Way of the Hero. Graveyard is Way of the Hero. Oh, hey, wait a second. Maybe it is Way of the Hero? What did I get from... Huh. Oh, sick. Hookshot. Another piece of heart. Okay, so wait a second. If Graveyard is doubly Way of the Hero, did I find anything else in Graveyard? I found Sun Song, which got me those light arrows, which I guess could be the Way of the Hero. You need Sun Song to get light arrows, but then also you need light arrows. Yeah, I don't know. Could be a coincidence, could not. My favorite item for the 64, it's not. Ooh, I knew it. Slingshot and light. Yeah, I'm trying to think though, because Currently, there is one check in the graveyard. Oh, wait, magic. Duh. We already know magic is there. Okay. So then the question is, do no, I'm not doing Deku Tree. I can get back here relatively easily. Oh, I meant to... Shoot, I meant to do a save and quit. Yeah, no, because Deku Tree is not a medallion today. And considering the songs I have, and the items I have, I don't even think that the Ocarina of Time song can be anything. What if there's a good item? There could be. There definitely could be. Which is part of what is giving me pause. Like, or actually what was giving me pause, because obviously I've already made my choice, but that was part of why I wasn't certain about it. But if there is an item in there, I'll have to come back to it eventually. But I would rather not waste the time right now. Oh, Lost Woods is foolish. Well, dang, I already did that. Bigger bomb bag. Okay, that was a bomb-locked bomb bag. That's understandable. Okay. Grottos are packed. They really are. There have been a lot of grottos with stuff in them today. Not this one, though. Sun shooting grants purple rupee. Yet another piece of heart. That's fine. Vocals. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Just bopping along to the Owls theme. Which I'm really realizing now is my fight music? Is that right? Vanilla, we do not take those. Ah yes, the vanilla heart piece. Dreaded amongst its kind. Shoot. Ah. Having trouble with the camera. Yeah, man, why not randomized? You are correct. Nope. Ocarina of Time teaches Serenade, which means we officially do not care about Ocarina of Time. Not what I meant to do. Whoops. This is the perfect song for Gerudo since it's sneaking and you sneak in the Gerudo. That's true. That is a very good point. Vanilla again. Yeah, another vanilla heart piece. We've gotten a lot of those so far this seed. It's kind of strange. Under the icy waters is a piece of heart. Okay. That's 4 out of the 5 sometimes hints. So that's good to get. Also vanilla, funnily enough. Swear, no more vanilla. Well, I just got a hint that another thing is vanilla, so sorry about it. Death Mountain Trail is Way of the Hero. Already knew that. OM goodness. Graveyard is Way of the Hero. Okay, yeah. That seals it. There are definitely 2 Way of the Hero things in Graveyard. However, of course, those are light arrows and magic, which I have yet to get. Heck yeah. Oh, that was perfect timing. Love to see it. Alright, we're doing the whatever this thing is called. Fishing. We're fishing. I know what fishing is. Ah, come on. Jeez, I honestly wasn't expecting it to grab there. It took me by surprise. Sweet! Oh no, not the fishing. Yeah, unfortunately we are in fact doing the fishing. For a gold rupee. That's kind of nice. I was just running out of rupees, so I'll take that. Okay. Who do you watch so you can learn tricks? That's a Deku shield, okay. Who do you watch so you can learn tricks from mine is ZFG? I do actually watch ZFG a little bit. Okay, wait, no. We're gonna do this. Because I want to see where I come up. Regretful Twitcher? Oh, wow! Hello! Hello to the people. Hi, sorry, I have never gotten a raid with a party that big before. Hi, everybody! I don't know what to do in circumstances like this. Where am I going? What am I doing? Hi, folks! Welcome to my channel. I am DJ Longarms. You can call me DJ. I play video games, as you can see. Hello. Okay, wait. What was I gonna do? I was gonna. No, this is correct. This is what I want to do. Okay. I play video games. Currently, I'm playing through Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer seed just to practice my skills. Thanks for being here. Dude, I have zero idea what to do. Yeah, I do this for fun. So typically when people actually show up, I'm surprised. The idea of someone raiding me with more than like 2 people is a foreign concept to me. So, hello! Pardon my inability to speak. There you go. But yeah, welcome on in. I hope everyone is doing well. Alright, let's grab a couple of these. Just in case those are important. And then, let's go over here. Regretful Twitcher, it looks like, is your name. What were you playing, if you're still here? What were you doing over on your channel before this? Okay, that is worthless. Oh, but I can check frogs. Just some bombs, but that's fine. Come on. As you can all probably see, I am not fantastic at this game, but I do a passable job of playing, so hopefully nobody gets too upset with me and my skills. I don't know if just no one is talking, or if I am missing some conversation from raiders, but I hope y'all are doing well. Ooh, that's a good hint to get. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all enjoy the stream. Pharaoh's Wind! Oh! That's perfect. That is seriously a perfect thing to get as I'm heading up to Jabu Jabu. You know I just lurked, dude. No, not you, Katie. I'm talking about the raiders. Okay, Dodongo's Cavern is foolish. Already knew that. And then I know Pierre in the Fire Temple is also dead. So that is good to know. I've got almost all of the necessary hints before I can just sort of move on from here. Frogs of Zora's River is bombs. Oh shoot. No wait. Okay. It's a silent raid. I guess so. Which is maybe even more unexpected to me. But hey, I'll take it. Like a silent disco. Dude. I would love a silent disco. That sounds awesome. Have I forgotten to mark anything? I haven't marked bomb shoes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I haven't marked that. I will say it's a little, not weird, but like, if you're gonna raid people and then not talk, it weirds me out. Not saying it is weird, I'm saying I am sitting here like, what do I even do now? Oh shoot, I don't have Rudo's letter like I thought I did. That's unfortunate. This is a bit of a waste of time. That's unfortunate. Dude's gonna try. And I failed. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just go do the rupees, I guess. Get out of my way! Well, for the raiders who are here, thank you for being here today. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you have a good time. I'm sure enjoying myself, so that's good. Okay, I'm done adding powered rails to your staircases. That's cool. Can actually focus on stream now. Yeah, no, if you're busy, you do not have to worry about focusing on stream. Okay, let's try and do this real quick. Nope. I've done it once. The whole thing where you start the timer and then come here, do this, and then pick up all the rupees. Ooh, hey. I've done it once. Please, I'm actually going to be kind of upset if this is the boomerang. No, it's not. Okay, it's the biggest slingshot seed bag. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to go do Kakariko now, I think. Actually, no. I'm going to do this, because this is slightly quicker than warping, but I'm going to do this to go to Goron City. Clean up some checks there as child. Because actually, I can do almost all of Goron City. And that'll also get me another hint, which would be just nice to do. No. No! Keep pushing the wrong buttons. Alright, we're gonna do this first, since we're already down here. Escape sequence? Escape sequence? Oh, the music, you mean. Oh, wait. No! Escaping Gorons? Yeah. I'm just running my way out of the, out of Goron City. Wasn't really important, I just in the middle of it wanted to finish. Minecraft is addictive. Dude, I feel that. Oh shoot, now I do want to get fire. I don't anymore, but when I was in college, I had my best friend at the time and another of my really close friends and I would all spend hours outside of class just doing Minecraft stuff. Like, it was fun, and I don't regret any of it, but man, was it, like, so time-consuming. I always forget which one of these gives me Deku Sticks. Music is so good at making things feel urgent. Yeah! Yeah, good point. I think I got it. I think I got it. It's always a crapshoot with this thing. No, yeah, I got it. Vanilla piece of heart. You hate to see it. Oh, come on, wait. No! Okay, we're gonna do a last-ditch effort. Bomb chew. I hope it's close enough. Ah, yes. Okay. Bro, that's child abuse. Are you sure this isn't vanilla game? Pretty sure? I guess I don't know for certain. But, like, I'm pretty sure. Big ass Goron. Yep. That frickin' Goron is, just letting loose on a child here. Like, what the heck? Oh, here's a big chest. Okay, piece of heart. Hyrule Castle is foolish. And the bow! Oh man, I'm so glad I did this before I went adult. I'm so happy. It's legit the give a monkey a typewriter, he'll write Hamlet kind of seed. Yeah. That is an excellent way of putting it, Katie. Oh man. Alright, is there anything specific I can do here? No. That's fine. Yes, actually, there is a thing I can do here. Shoot, I shouldn't have put you away. I still don't have a hint that says 40 skulls is unnecessary. No! I did that wrong. There we go. Also, sub 1 hour bow, let's go! Go mode! God, I wish it was that easy. Find the bow and you can beat the game. That would be so nice. Gosh dang it. What am I doing? It doesn't even matter. I have this. Okay, we're gonna check this here. And at this point, I think... Ooh. That's actually kind of nice to get. Let's see, what else? Actually, I think the only other... Actually, wait. Oh no, this is just going to take me to there. But that's okay, I can do chickens first. My dude Link is out risking his life for the people and doesn't even care. There you are. Link is a badass character. Hell yeah, he is. Okay, I don't recall where my spawn is as adult. Oh no, it's Lon Lon Ranch is where it is. Oh shoot, what am I doing? I'm so dumb. Link is a badass character, especially for what he does. He is. He really is. I absolutely agree with that. Like in what? Think he is the strongest Nintendo character. I think what you're trying to say in that I think he's the yeah. I don't know if you could necessarily call him the strongest Nintendo character. He's definitely very like powerful in the things that he is able to do. But it mostly depends on like what items he has and what abilities he's learned, because that's always different between all the games. But he is incredibly powerful, and I would definitely put him on a short list of people who are extremely strong in the Nintendo like franchises. Very talented. Yeah, talented is probably a good word for it. That chicken was like shaking his head at me like, no, no, you're not gonna pick me up. No, 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 no. You're not gonna pick me up. That's not how this works. There we go. I think that's everything. Yeah. Another piece of heart, of course. Okay. We are going to do one more thing before actually leaving this area. We're going to check Dampé digging. Place the beans. Yes, yes. We're going to get to that too. Don't you worry. And especially because I've got hookshot now and the bow. Do I want to do Forest Temple? I can at least dip Forest Temple. Deku stick. Just one Deku stick, too. Alright. Placing beans. And then time to go back to adults. Adult. Exactly. So now, yeah, this is what we're doing. Gonna hope that we find, shoot, okay, that was not what I was hoping that would be. Oh well. Gonna hope that we find a strength in here, because then we'll be able to finish this all the way. And that would just be nice. Wait, let's do this. And while I know it's not necessarily useful, I'm going to keep getting some small chests in the hopes that one of them gives me a Hylian shield. Especially since Spirit isn't... what's it called? Since Spirit isn't a required dungeon, I won't necessarily be getting the Mirror Shield, so I would like a Hylian Shield, hopefully, at some point. Also, I know that I still don't... I know that I probably don't technically need Skulltulas anymore. I'm gonna keep getting them because... Oh, come on. Thank you. Perfect. Anything? Okay, key, so necessary. I don't know why I broke that. I definitely didn't need to break that. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see your message. You should figure out how to put Adult Link's model as Fierce Deity. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know how to do it exactly. Actually, I know for a fact that there's a way. Because there's Mod Loader, which is another emulator that allows you to put mods on stuff. But I don't know if you're allowed to do that during races. I'm pretty sure Mod Loader... Oh, jeez. Mod Loader is one of the... what's it called? One of the emulators you're not allowed to use during a race. Oh, come on. There we go. But yes, I agree. I wish that I knew how to do that, because that would be really cool. Not on like a race, on like a practice seed. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see. Because the only issue with it is when I'm practicing, I like to practice with the same setup. And that is something you can't... You know, if I'm trying to do the same setup, I can't be doing a different emulator entirely. But I don't know. Like I said, definitely something to look into. Okay. It is unfortunately looking like I'm not going to get anything useful here just yet. That is rather unfortunate. Because I think there's really only one more chest I can get. And it's really only because I have the hover boots that I can even get it. So it's not looking great, but we'll see. Again, if it's strength, this would be amazing. If this check here is the strength I need, I can literally finish this temple right now. There we go. Please be strength. Wasn't forced temple away the hero. It is... oh? It is Way of the Hero. But that doesn't mean that I can get everything in here now. Ooh. Din's Fire. Okay. Do I want to go here? No, no, not yet. Not here, not yet. But you are correct. Din's Fire, Forest Temple is Way of the Hero. But it's not like I can't necessarily get to it yet because I don't have strength. So I can't, what's the word? I can't finish the temple. So there will be something in there that I need, and in fact I may have just gotten it. Okay, good. For a second I was like, wait, am I wrong? I couldn't tell if that was actually Ruto's letter or not. Okay. Oh, and I already know what Big Oron is, so I'm not going to go to do Big Oron. I am going to use this as an opportunity to go get magic, though, and then check the final check in... Graveyard, because that might be something important. Shadow Temple. That Din's Fire can only point to a few things. And I'm sort of hoping that it doesn't point to Shadow Temple. Not sort of, I hope it doesn't point to Shadow Temple, because Shadow Temple is not a necessary dungeon. I don't want to have to do it unless I actually have to do it. Fudge, dude. But oh well. That's fine. I don't even have the Shadow Temple song yet, so there's no point worrying about it now. Planting. Sweet. Do, 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 do. Okay, so no, it's not this. It could be something else. I think this is what I want to do now. Because I can barely do anything in Fire Temple without Hammer. I can't even get across the valley yet unless I get Long Shot. I could go into Water Temple, but I'd rather not. Not yet, at least. I could go do Dodongo's Cavern, but again, I don't like that. It's foolish, so there's no point. There's no point doing it now versus doing it later. It doesn't really change anything. Oh, I forgot to put this there. It doesn't come up again. Okay. Shit, what's the quickest way to get to Zora's Domain without Zora Scale? That's really unfortunate. Okay. Ooh. Alright, what am I still looking for? So I can finish DC, no problem. I need a strength to finish Forest Temple. I need the hammer to finish Fire Temple. I need another hook shot to finish Water Temple. And I need Boomerang to finish Jabu Jabu. In other words, I need one item per temple. And they are all different items. So I'm down 5 items, but once I have those 5 items, I can finish the game. It's not a great perspective amount of items to need, but it could be much worse. Now that Din's Fire gives me a fire source. It might be necessary for, like, Water Temple. Forest Temple doesn't really need a fire source. Fire Temple doesn't need a fire source. Water Temple can, but it also can not require the fire source. Or there's Haunted Wasteland, or there's Shadow Temple. And again, I really hope it's not Shadow Temple. I need a fish. Suddenly, I can't recall. Did I actually come up here and talk to this guy after I finished the rupee collecting game? Because it's totally happened to me before that I will do the rupee collecting game and then just forget to talk to the guy. And that would be really unfortunate if that's the case. Because I'll tell you now, I'm not doing it again. I'm just gonna assume the best, even if I think the worst, and hope that there's nothing that is necessary on that check. I didn't? Okay. That's unfortunate. I am not gonna bother with it right now. Here's what I'm gonna do instead. Ocarina of Time teaches Serenade. We're gonna come over here. Oh shoot. Sun shooting, thanks a purple rupee. That's fine, I guess. What would be really amazing is if this was Boomerang. Oh well. Depression. Why be depresso when you can have some espresso? Did you remember the bowling alley this time? I did remember the bowling alley this time. Thank you for checking, Cal. I really appreciate it. Monkey time? Sure. Hit up some monkeys. Yeah, I did check the bowling alley since I have bombs. I had bombs from market when I found the bowling alley, or when I was in market. So I definitely did check that. Let's see what else. Like I've still actually got quite a few checks I can do. So I'm not like, I'm not in a bad spot. I'm actually in an okay spot. Just hoping that I'm not doing everything too lackadaisically. Oh yeah, no, not too many monkeys. That's just the right amount of monkeys. You can never have too many monkeys. Exactly. See, Cal gets it. Nope, that I walked right into that one. It almost looked like I was doing it on purpose. Alright, so we are going to do this. We're going to come in here. I'm going to pull out this. And I'm going to use it. And then we are going to take you. That way, as soon as we get the boomerang, we can come back here pretty quickly as a child. Oh no, wait, I want to take you with me. Just a small chest. How unfortunate. Do I want to? No, you know what? As much as I don't really want to... As much as I'm hoping that there's nothing in... in these places, there very well could be, so I shouldn't just discount places like Childside Spirit right out the gate. Especially because there aren't too many choices for things. I still need to learn Reverse Wasteland and Lensless Wasteland. It would be very helpful right now, because I could literally go back there right now and check what's in Wasteland with Din's Fire. Okay, so that's nothing. Am I gonna hit one of the... No, I'm not. Okay, cool. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be careful in here. Because we got some fire bats. favorite theme to play on the piano and listen to. Yeah, yeah. You still practicing your piano stuff? Still practicing this on the piano, I mean? Because I mean, clearly you don't need much practice, but still. Yeah. Good, good. Okay, and that is an unnecessary thing. Shoot. Which just means that I can't get it. Or that I won't get it, that there's no need to get it. And it means that child side stuff is unnecessary, I guess. Interesting. Okay, but I'm now going back adults. I think I just gotta go to Ice Cavern. It kind of feels like Ice Cavern is the only real possibility? Because I can get there so much more easily than, like, anything else. Thankfully, though. As adults, I can get there much more quickly because of iron boots. Okay. And I know Lost Woods is entirely unnecessary. I think before I go child, at some point I'm gonna do... Oh wait. I know how to do Mido Skip. I don't know how to do reverse Mido Skip. So that's unfortunate. Good. Good, 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 good. Cool, cool, tight, 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 sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, there's a check in Kakariko I never got. I should do that. I have Sorry song. I do, but that takes a little bit more time because you got to play the song and then it like repeats the song and then there's like a little bit of text. I could have done it easily, but the way that I did do it is maybe a little bit faster, or maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Okay. Now, Ice Cavern without... What's it called? Ice Cavern with only one bottle is going to suck. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you have Boomerang here? So like literally what you have to do, you have to be, and where did I find, so you start out as an adult, you have to find bombs as a child in market, then you have to become an adult to get Rudo's letter, you have to become a child to turn in Rudo's letter, and then you have to come back as adult to get the boomerang, and then you can go and finish Jabu Jabu. That is absolutely hilarious to me. What logic. Okay, but what I'm really hoping to find right now is... oh, fudge. Is strength. Because strength will let me finish Forest Temple and see if maybe there's anything else in Forest Temple that is Way of the Hero. Because that Din's Fire, again, is kind of pointing me towards Shadow Temple, but I really hope that it's not actually pointing me towards Shadow Temple. Come on. Okay, now I'm upset. Come on. Alright. Motherfucking bats. Yeah, it's really awful. I hate those bats. I couldn't see what that was, but I think it was a rupee. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's a nice big chest. You love to see it. Strength! Ugh! Okay, those were arrows. That's what it was. Got it! Oh, okay. So that's good, because that means I can now finish Jabu Jabu and Forest Temple before I really have to even start thinking about Shadow Temple. Link is a man now. Link is not a man just because he's strong. Oh, shoot. I just realized I can't do bomb jumps because I don't have a shield. Well, that sucks. Well, he saves the world. He does save the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's, you know... I'm not saying he's not strong. But being strong isn't what makes him a man. There's not really a great definition for what a man is or does. Well, at least I killed him. You motherfucker. There we go. Okay. I know, I'm just messing around. I know you know. I'm just getting on your case. Dude, was his friend getting revenge? Shoot, wait, what am I doing? I guess I'm gonna do this. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, now that I've got that strength, and I've got the boomerang, both of which were very helpful. What do I need next? Or what would be the next best item to get? A long shot or a hammer? Dead, one shot. Okay, that's kind of what I was afraid of getting. That is sort of unfortunate. Come on. Do not miss your chance to blow. Yes, I think that everyone in this room probably knows that that's an Eminem quote. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Oh. Just making sure. Yeah, I getcha. Alright, so I'm going to do this so that I can check what King Zora has on him. And then after that, I think I'm going to go finish Forest Temple. Dodongo's Cavern. And then maybe Shadow, depending on what I find. Okay, so that's useless. Okay, so we can now finish this temple entirely, and that's exactly what we're going to do. My brother asked who you are. I said, my favorite streamer. Oh, that is so sweet of you. Wow. Thank you. I really do this just for fun, so I appreciate that there's anyone out there who enjoys watching me enough to call me their favorite. I really appreciate that. Just realized that the theme for Minuet is vanilla. Oh my gosh, it is! That's so weird. Come on, here we go. You said doo-doo. You got me there. I said doo-doo. You know what? I have no excuse. I have no excuse for my foul language, everyone. I am so sorry. You all deserve better. In fact, you know what? I should just quit now. I should just quit now so that I do not continue to put you through the awfulness that is me and my streams. No. Are you sure? Because, we can't let you give up just for us. What he said. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support of me, even after my callous disrespect for the ears of everyone watching. 'Cause nobody wants to hear me say what I said, right? That's just... It's just not right. It's just not fair. God. I just hope one day, you can all forgive me. And maybe then I'll be able to forgive myself. Dude. Okay, vanilla boss key chest. That's cool. Ah. Okay. Come on. No! I knew... if you get on... Gosh dang it, that really sucks. If you get on the ladder before the shadow stops growing, it won't... Like, it'll just disappear. It won't be able to get you. And I was like, oh, I'll just get on the ladder. It'll be fine. And then right as I got on the ladder, right before I got on the ladder, the shadow stopped moving. And I'm sitting there like, well, that's not good. It was one of those, like, watching something happen in slow motion because of how awful it is. So unfortunate. No, I will never forgive you. Sorry, not sorry, but you deserve it. Well, if you're never going to even forgive me, why don't you let me give up? Or is this punishment now? It's punishment that I have to endure all of these streams now, knowing how awful a person I am for speaking such filth online. When you say doo-doo in front of a bunch of boys' laughter. Fired that shot just in time. Okay. Out of the next 3 chests, 2 of them will be keys. Question is... will any of the other chests be important items? Let's find out, shall we? This twisting room is the coolest tech ever. Dude, I agree. The whole concept of the twisting in that room is freaking cool. The fact that you did it on N64 is amazing. Yeah, exactly. It's the fact that something with this, like the N64 does not have a ton of. What am I doing? I have Big Goron's sword. I am so dumb. I could have been using this the whole time. I got this so early on, too. But yeah, the fact that they were able to do it, like you said, on N64 is pretty incredible, considering the limitations of the system. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z! Okay, so there's the other key. So everything from now on is going to be an important check. You're gonna go insane watching the Triforce % run. It's literally running on an N64, and what they did with Ace is incredible. Dude, some of the stuff that you can do with Ace is so freaking cool, and like it's so precise that like I'm shocked that it ever came about, because like, holy crap, how do you even figure stuff out like that? Yeah, I'm excited to check out the Triforce percent run, because that's really cool. The whole concept is so cool. Okay, I'm still hoping for a freaking Hylian shield. It's getting to the point now where I really just need to go buy a Hylian shield, but oh well. What is Ace? Yeah, so arbitrary code execution. I'll try to explain it. I'm not super sure of what all of it, how all of it works, but I think I can give you the general idea, Michael. Basically, they figured out a way in the game to so that when you are putting in, oh come on, where they use a pot to change a pointer in the game to break things in a way that they can override anything. Yeah, that's the very technical way of putting it. I know I have DINs, but I prefer to do the arrow. I feel like it's a little bit faster, except when you mess it up like I just did. Anyway, yeah, that's a very, very good like technical explanation of it. In case you don't totally understand what that means, there's something that you can do in the game that lets you change things based on file names. So if you do this thing and then back out to the file select screen and then put in a certain series of letters for the name, it will write that code to the game cartridge, which means that the game cartridge will now do stuff differently based on what you put in the file select name. I'm pretty sure it really is only useful on the Japanese cartridge, so it's like it's not like I could do this on my game really, or like anything like that, but that's the general idea. So they can essentially just make your own game but keep it the same. It's not so much you're making your own game, and again, Cal, correct me if I'm wrong at all here. You're not like making your own game. You are just making very specific things a little bit different. For instance, one of the things that I've seen that was really cool with arbitrary code execution was there's a part where you will see someone going to Zora's River and they will like pick up a piece of grass and it will make an invisible chest spawn. And then you have to be facing a very specific angle. And if you do it correctly, you will just suddenly get like 30 items all in a row. Stuff like that. It's really interesting and really weird. If you're really curious about it, you should look it up on YouTube. That was wrong. You should look it up on YouTube. What? Because they have like really cool videos about it. It's really awesome. This one they named the file link and used a US first release, but yes, what you said was true before. Okay. So yeah, it's all about like the code and how things change, and it's all slight variations. It's not like you wouldn't use this to make a mod of the game, because that's like so much code that needs to be changed. But yeah, you can use Ace to basically write your own game, but the number of controller inputs is insane to do it. The number of the Ace for Super Mario World people have made it play Dr. Mario and Tetris. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's fascinating. I'll have to look into that myself. Okay, so what are we doing I'm still getting Skulltulas, and I feel like I don't need to, but I can't stop myself. Alright, this is the last small chest I'm getting, no more after this. Okay, I guess no Hylian shield unless I want to buy one, or I see one floating. But yes, generally it would be used to just change a few things, like warping to the end, because you need so much work to do more. Yeah, exactly. And that's the key to it, is like you use it, or you would use it to add more like speedrun possibilities. Oh shoot. Especially if it's a human doing the input. Yeah, yeah. If a human is doing the input, you're really just using it for things that will help you speed run faster. It's essentially where back when they had a trailer or whatever it was called back in the 90s. And they figured out how to get the Triforce because in the trailer they showed the Triforce. Oh, come on. Damn it. Okay, I need to focus. Yeah, that's what they did to this one. Cool. Oh man, do you know how long is the video? Because if it's possible, I might want to just like, if it's not too long, I might just pull it up and we can all watch it. Come on. It's like 50 minutes. Okay, never mind. That's too long to watch on stream. Shoot. Yes! Okay, that was a nice, fast Phantom Ganon, despite my mess up with the hookshot there. Watching it together, that's cool. I would love to watch it together, but I'm not gonna... Like, it's one thing to scroll through clips of old kids shows... Ooh, a fairy. Or to watch, like, a quick 5-minute Portal speedrun. Like, those are fine. I'm not gonna watch a 50-minute video that someone else made on YouTube just to, like, hang out and do that. That's... I don't feel very comfortable with that. Okay, while I'm here, I'm gonna check these hints, because I want to find out about 40 skulls. Okay, that sucks. Ugh. That really sucks. Gosh dang it. I should have been collecting skulls this whole time. Gosh dang it. Well, I can get at least a skull here. So I might as well do that now. Gosh dang it. Fudge! It's a hookshot. The other hookshot I need in order to finish Water Temple is 40 skulls. Oh no. Yeah. It's fine, because, like, I've got a bunch of other places I can go and things I can do. So, like, it's not a huge deal. I think that right there was 20 anyway. Like, I'm already halfway there. It just really sucks that, it just really sucks that that is the case. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Okay, well, I guess I've gotta figure out where to find 20 more Skulltulas. I can find one... No, wait, what am I doing? That sucks. Yeah, it does. It really does. Especially because this was turning out to be such a good seed. Like, I wasn't getting a ton of stuff all at once, which meant there was only so much that I could check. But I also wasn't getting nothing. I wasn't finding just like the bare minimum to continue, so I felt really good about it. And then this just kind of sucks. It really blows. It really does. But oh well. What are you gonna do? This was there, by the way. I never actually marked it. Alright, we are going to do Dodongo's Cavern, because I can get at least some Skulltulas here. And since I know that there is nothing worth grabbing, I can also just grab, or I can also just skim by all the chests that are here. Don't trust any seeds. When they start off good, they're trying to bait you in low. Well, that's what I'm saying, is like, it wasn't a good seed. It wasn't something that I was like, oh yeah, this is great. It was right in the middle. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And I was like, cool, hopefully that will remain the same. And it did not. It was good though. That's the thing. It was good, but only good. It wasn't great. It wasn't the sort of thing that like made me think, oh man, oh, what am I doing in here? All that's in here is a chest, and it's a small chest because they're all small chests right now. It was fine. It was only okay, and I was fine with it. And then this bullshit. I feel like this is what always happens. It's like the seeds are okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's always on the seeds where things are like okay. Or no. The seeds are learning my thoughts, where they're like, oh, you think, you know, this is a great seed? Well, on 50 skulls is hover boots, so haha. And then it's like, oh, you think this is a really bad seed? Well, guess what? Just to make it even worse, bow is on 30 skulls. And then it's like... And now, it's gotten to the point now where I'm like, oh, this seed isn't too bad. It's probably just going to continue to be not too bad. And then the seed is like, nope, it's awful. Oh, man. Okay. Not what I meant to do, but okay. Uh-oh. That's when I say I just had a motherfucking bruh moment. Yeah, I getcha. Bruh. Horrible combination of good and terrible. I feel like if you don't find out about skulls, it's good to collect a medium number just in case. I feel like you lose less time on average. You're correct. You're correct in general. And, like, to be fair, I still was collecting skulls. I even talked about how, like, I can't stop myself from collecting skulls right now. So, I have been getting some skulls. I was just really hoping that it would be unnecessary, Not so much because I hadn't been doing it, but because it means that I have to keep doing it. I was hoping I would find the 40 skull hint and be like, cool, I can stop now. And then I didn't find that, unfortunately. But you are correct. In general, it's always a good idea to find skulls more than it is to leave skulls, I feel. My market music. Yeah, we found it! On a song. There we go. Okay. There's another dungeon down. Now here's the question. Do I check out Shadow Temple? No, not yet. I'm going back Jabu. Because that will also get me another song. Once I get that medallion, it will get me, I believe, Epona's. Yeah, it's got to be Epona's song. So I will go finish off Jabu. And since I only have... So the nice thing is, because I only have 1 strength, and I only have... because I only have 1 strength, I don't have to worry about Spirit Temple right now. It makes GTG a less valuable play. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need to grab you. Here we go. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do after this, like obviously I'm going to keep getting Skulltulas as I go, but I think specifically I'm going to go do... Alright, what do you got for me? Anything important? No. I'm going to go... What am I saying? After this, I'm going to go do... wait, what am I doing? God, I am so unfocused right now. After this, I'm going to go back and do Shadow Temple, I think. Okay, also nothing. The sausage is a sage. The sausage? Are you talking about Rudo? Bum, 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 bum. No, she blew the sausage from the axe? What? I'm sure you're talking about the music because it's the, like, the sage music, but I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're saying. From the ceiling. Oh, the sausage from the ceiling. I see. That is Not where I meant to throw that, but I'll take it. Nope. Hitting the wall. Because of course I am. I just realized I don't have enough sticks. Because I gotta kill the octopus. The big octo. And I think I need a stick to do that, but hopefully I don't. Just realized your shirt, you're a math wizard, Harry. Sorry, I should say... I think that was like 23, right? You're a math wizard, Nick. You can call me Harry. I get it in the context of the joke. But yes, I am a math wizard. It is me. Alright, let's see if maybe slingshot seeds work. 24 times 24. 576. You don't know your times tables? Shoot. That's not what I should have done. Shoot. No 48. You said 24 times 24. 24 times 24 is not 48. 24 plus 24 is definitely 48. Gosh dang it. This is... I hate this frickin' mini-boss. I know I was kidding. Gotcha. Nope. Okay, that's not good. What about perhaps a bomb? Actually, let's do a bomb chew. It lifts up. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to use a stick and hope I find another one. Damn. This is not good. You only need one stick. I know I need one stick for this guy. I'm thinking about Baronade. He needs 3 if I use only sticks, and I only have 3, which means now I have 2. Yeah, so it's... I wasn't thinking when I came here. I wasn't thinking I would need to grab sticks, unfortunately. Come on, pick up the pot! Are you kidding me right now? Okay, nope, that's unfortunate. That's why we need that goddamn sword. Yeah, no kidding. There is one more chest. Gosh, if I had thought about the sticks before, I would have picked up those chests. Shoot. Damn. Actually, no, there isn't one more chest. I'm thinking about Master Quest. Damn. Okay, we're just gonna hope for the best for a second. Shoot. Let's see, do you give me any Deku sticks? Oh, come on. Wait, there's a Deku scrub on the bottom floor. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Nope, that's Deku nuts. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna do this. Gonna do this. I think, well, actually, I can just buy more sticks, so I'm just going to do that. I would have done this way sooner if I had realized. That's my bad. Alright, but I've got plenty of sticks now. And then we're gonna go over here. Yeah, I could have just gotten sticks here as well. Oh well. Right. What about broken stick trick? It doesn't really work in every location that you want to try it in. While I'm here, I'm at least gonna check this first chest. Damn. Okay, that's actually... Oops. That's not what I intended to do. I was like, actually, I can just stay here and get Skulltulas, since I need to do that anyway. That might be a good idea, honestly. I might, yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that before I go back adult. I'm going to do Deku Tree, get some skulls. Anyway, sorry, so broken stick trick, it doesn't work in every room. In particular, it's not great in rooms where the walls aren't like straight up and down. So Baronade's room, which is which is, you know, all the walls are all sort of... The only word I can think of is they pulsate. You can't really do the trick. Because the floor isn't flat, the wall isn't flat, it doesn't all work out the way you would want it to. So it's just not ideal. Okay, yeah. Heck yes. Ugh, I'm getting so good at that. It makes me very proud of myself. I will say this. I know I say this a lot. I don't have a hugely high opinion of my skills in this game, but I am getting very good at boss fights. Not every boss fight, and not all the time, but I am getting very good at these boss fights. I'm very proud of myself for that. Be right back. Okay, see you soon. Oh, already back. Perfect. A wallet. Might as well grab it just in case. I'll probably want to get... What's it called? A Goron tunic for Fire Temple. Zora tunic, maybe not. Maybe I don't need that, but... Okay. How many skulls do I have? I think I've got 24 now with that last one I got. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Deku Tree, which I wish I had just stayed at. shoot. What am I doing? I thought I was further down than I thought. Or I thought I was further down than I actually was. Man. Okay, so we're gonna go do the Deku Tree now. Get some of those sweet, sweet Skulltulas. Damn, you should be in a Zelda choir. Thank you. I used to do choir. I still am something of a singer. And I would love to do a choir that covers, like, video game music and stuff like that. Yeah, I would love to do something like that. I just don't think that there's really anything in my area, unfortunately. Alright, we are now in Deku Tree, which is not specifically required, unfortunately. But while I'm here, I'm going to check the items. And I'm going to collect the Skulltulas. I want my band teacher to do a year of video game music and play some Zelda music in a concert. That would be so cool. And I would ask for the main theme of Ocarina of Time. That would be cool, dude. I hope, gosh dang it. I hope you're able to convince your band teacher to do it. That'd be awesome. I wish my choir teacher would have done stuff like that. We did some, like, interesting things, but for the most part it was very typical choir, stuff like that. Oh no, you'll not be able to do that. You just don't think your teacher would go for it? In total. Well, that's unfortunate. And only 14 more. You are correct. 14 more. More now. Oh, come on. Is this gonna be like last time? Gosh dang it. There we go. Oh, I didn't get flame storage. That sucks. Okay. Actually, there is another Skulltula I can get here. I might as well do it now while I'm here. Can you try and do the ocarina trick in the spinning log room? Not right now. I am still timing myself, so I do want to try to do this as quickly as possible. But maybe at the end of the stream. If this doesn't actually take too long, and if I'm feeling up to it, I will try it at the end. But not right this second, I'm sorry. Okay. Only 11 more now. After stream, yeah, we'll think about it for after stream. Okay, so I've now got 11 more Skulltulas. Dang it! If only I'd been locked onto him. Would have been perfect. Alright. This is an unnecessary boss fight, but we're already here. So we're just gonna do it. Again, I love this boss music. Gosh, dang it! Every time. Every time. There we go. There we go. Sir, this is unacceptable. It's hilarious, especially because I just was talking about how much better I'm getting at bosses. I'm getting better at other bosses and worse at this boss. Alright, do you have anything important for me? Nope, just a piece of heart. But I finished a boss fight that I probably didn't need to finish. Isn't that wonderful? Zora Sapphire. Okay. Now here's a Skulltula I can get. French vanilla. Yeah, it's kind of French vanilla. Okay, do you have bugs? You don't. That's fine. I can go get bugs. And let's see. So, what do I still want to do as child? Is there anything else I want to do? I don't think so. At this point, it's really just a hunt for the hammer. Once I've found the hammer, since I know where the hook shot is, oh, you don't give me bugs unless I cut you, huh? Okay, never mind. Then we're just gonna do this. I only need 10 more skulls. At this point, I'm seriously thinking that Shadow Temple is the way to go. Only 10? Yeah, I've already got 30. I forgot to mark it, but I've already got 30. Is it okay for me to paste the Triforce% link in Discord? Yeah, absolutely. Maybe I should make another section for like cool links and stuff like that. But yeah, go for it. But there already is one. Are you saying there's already a place for cool links? An unintentional pun. You are absolutely correct. That was very unintentional. All right. All right. I'm checking this place out. Hoping for a hammer. Because the only thing I got out of Forest Temple was Din's Fire, right? I didn't get a strength. Yeah, no. Din's Fire was the only thing I got out of Forest Temple. Which means it's either this or I'm gonna need it for Water Temple. But I'm hoping that it's this place which leads me to... Like, this place will either give me hammer or will lead me to hammer. That's my hope. That was an early boss key. That, like, never happens. Shoot. That's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Sweet. Hammer is the one place you didn't check in Kakariko. Oh god. I really hope not. That would just suck. Okay, it did blow up. I didn't see any, like, boulders falling, so I was like, what? Okay, no, that's an unnecessary chest. I love this music for Shadow Temple. It makes it way less creepy. Come on. There we go. You dead, son? Also an unimportant check. Gosh. Yeah, man, this makes it all innocent. It really does. It makes it way easier to handle. Yas, trans pride. Fuck, I did not mean to do that. Hell yeah. We are absolutely supporters here. We love trans people in this channel. Fudge, did not mean to do that. That's an unnecessary chest. Okay, I was wondering where the bit was. I was trying to figure out why you just randomly said that, but that... I love it. I will say, I noticed, I didn't even think about it until just recently, but yeah, I do that a lot, where I'm like, ooh, that's a nice big chest, and I don't mean it that way, and I know you all know I don't mean it that way, but it's just funny that I say it that way. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they cool. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to know you feel that way too. It's important to be supportive of our trans brothers and sisters and non-binary fellows as well. That's a key, and that's unnecessary. I have many friends who are trans, so that's good. It's always nice to have friends in the community. I have a few friends who are trans, a few friends who are non-binary, and then a few friends who are just sort of their own thing, which, you know, they don't even like labels, so. I wish I had friends. Oh, Cal, you've got us. I know that doesn't make it much better, but you could at least pretend we're cool people. Oh, what am I doing? It's not what I meant to do. Man, I will be your friend. Yeah, we're your friends now. Wish I had IRL friends. Fuck. That was totally my bad. Yeah, IRL friends are also nice to have, for sure. That's why I'm glad I've got people like Katie. I don't know if Katie is still in chat, but she is both my IRL friend and my Twitch friend. It's very nice. Okay, yet another key. There we go. Come visit Alaska. I think it's kind of out of the way, especially for, you know, a dad to just come visit Alaska. Hey-oh, yeah, I knew you'd be there. I don't want to get eaten by a polar bear. We don't have polar bears in Kenai. Always wanted to visit Alaska, not sure if I ever will. Yeah, I feel that. Alaska is one of those places that, like, you hear about so much, even living elsewhere, that it's sort of like, yeah, I want to visit that place. That sounds cool. But also, it's like, you know it's cold. And as someone from Southern California, cold is not something that I... Oh my god, are you serious? I'm now out of arrows. Wonderful. It's not something that I'm typically very comfortable with. Like, I enjoy the cold, but like Southern California cold, not like Alaska cold. Okay, I'm gonna hope that this is arrows. Please give me arrows. Nope. There we go. Hover sound is kind of annoying. What's it from in vanilla? I actually don't know. I don't even know what the sound is. I've gotten so good at paying attention. No, at like tuning stuff out when it's annoying or when it's wrong. Let me see. I'll have to use it in just a second, so I'll tell you if I recognize it as soon as I do. We need to put like an indicator to where... Ooh, my hip just cracked. That felt very nice. They need to put like an indicator to where whenever you have something that you can hookshot to it. Like on the 3DS version. I don't necessarily think they need to do that. I think it's more fun if you're sort of trying to figure stuff out like that yourself occasionally. So you're saying you like 50s cold or like 30s cold? I'm good with 30s cold, honestly. It doesn't get that cold down here very often, but like I'm good with that. That's not terrible to me. God, the deeper I go into this temple, the more I'm feeling like I just made a terrible choice in even coming here. It's when it gets below that I'm like, oh man, I cannot deal. I just realized there is a Skulltula in this room that I cannot get because I haven't set up Scarecrow yet. That's unfortunate. Is a box being broken? Oh, the hover sound? I even just used it and I wasn't paying attention to it again. That's how quickly it goes out of my mind. Sorry. But okay, so a box being broken. That's good to know. Cold in the winter. Yeah, no, I know. I've obviously, like I said, I've never been to Alaska myself, but my fiance has. She went there on like a cruise. Gosh, I don't even remember how long ago. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. And she was telling me, like, she went in the summer too, and it was still pretty cold for her. And granted, I'm much better at the cold, at handling the cold than she is, so like it's not a huge deal. But still, knowing that it's kind of cold in the summer, I can only imagine how cold it actually is in like the winter. Alright, is this gonna be anything useful? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay, wait a sec. That is so convenient. Holy moly. Okay. Wow. I was right! I was sitting here like, oh man, I think that Din's Fire is pointing me to Shadow Temple, and it was. Like, I was correct. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Holy moly. Okay, sorry. That's exciting. I'm very excited by that. Ugh. Okay, fine. Get away from me, whatever. Never been anywhere below 20. I've been to a few places that were like colder than 20. But not places that are like always cold. Like, I'm talking about like Joshua Tree in Southern California. Death Valley at nighttime gets like super cold. That sort of thing. Yeah, I've been to places that were pretty cold. I've been in the snow. I've been in below zero temperatures, but not often. And it's not something I particularly enjoyed doing. But like I've done it before, you know. Oh, I need to change to this. Shoot. Oh, I guess technically I've been in the desert at night, but I was inside when it was super cold. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because deserts, like, they're obviously very hot during the day, but they are also very cold at night, so that sort of thing is the closest I've really come to extremely cold temperatures. And even then, it's not majorly cold. Boss key already. Okay. So the only unfortunate thing is now I've got to get 6 more Skulltulas. Boss key. Yeah, boss key. I'm just going to get this in case I want to get Skulltulas here. There is a Skulltula I can get here. Shoot, there are a couple of Skulltulas on Death Mountain I can get. Shoot, where do I want to go? I'm gonna have to do this because I'm not gonna make it out of that room. Seems like something you should take care of. You just realized that your foot is bleeding, dude. Yeah, you should fix that. All right, I am going to do this. There we go. Okay. 35, and then I think it's too far out of the way to go after any more in this temple, so I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Man, six hearts is not many hearts to do Volvagia with. And I have to be very quick about this. Extreme fast. Sonic speed! This is an extreme thirst. And then market music for Volvagia. We love to see it. Fast and Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious. This is The Legend of Zelda Tokyo Drift. Okay, hang on. Perfect, The Legend of Zelda, Tokyo Drift, the Tokyo Drift. Yep. Alright. That is Fire Temple down. You'll love to see it. That's where Goron Tunic is, of all places. That's hilarious. That means that you were required to get a wallet so that you could buy a Goron Tunic so that you could finish that temple. That's very funny. Alright, we are now on to Skulltula collecting, specifically so that I can get Long Shot. Now, I am lucky enough to have Sun Song, just in case I need it. Screw the requirements. I mean, basically, that's what I just did, right? It said, screw you. I have all the time I need. So I can go in here and get 2 Skulltulas on the mountain while I'm here. Question is, where can I get more? Because now I need 3 more. There's... Man, I should have stayed a child. I should have actually gotten those 3 Skulltulas that I would need beans for. Damn it. Or that I would need bugs for, not beans. Okay, wait, actually... I can get 2 skulls here. One of them easily, one of them not so much, so maybe I'll only do one of them here. Nope, not what I meant to do. That needs to be a Tokyo exclusive game. Legend of Zelda Tokyo Drift. Sounds hilarious. Shoot. Okay, where are 2 more Skulltulas I can find? Actually, okay, there's one here. And then I can take this to... Yes. Okay, this will be great. That also makes sense why Din's Fire specifically... Sorry, I'm going back to now Shadow Temple and why Din's Fire was necessary. Din's Fire is the only way to get those 2 chests. So the fact that... Oh, okay, let me finish my thought. Din's Fire is the only way to get those 2 chests. So you need Din's Fire both to get into the Shadow Temple, because it is necessary to do that, but also in order to get that chest. So Din's Fire itself is necessary, not just like a fire arrow thing. But also, what I was just thinking about now... Shoot. God, what was I thinking about just now? Never mind. I guess my brain didn't want it to come up. Gosh, what was I literally just thinking about? He lost thought process. I sure did. Alright, I've got 40 skulls, which means I am now ready to go. Call the ambulance. Oh no! He lost his thought process. Somebody call an ambulance. Blah, blah, blah. Wow! Somebody call an ambulance. That is a sentence that I just tried to say. Somebody call in an ambulance? An ambulance? I don't know. Man, my brain's all kerfuffled. Okay, I've got Epona's song, which is a totally unnecessary song in this seed. Alright, you, my friend, give me that hook shot. Hell yeah. Actually, this is probably the quickest way to get there. I am now in go mode! An ambulance? Call an ambulance! What I was trying to say was call him an ambulance. Kind of unfortunate that I don't actually have Serenade of Water. Don't you have to do Water Temple? I do, but I'm still in go mode because I'm no longer looking for items. All I need to do now is beat the temples and get to the end. So that's what go mode is. Katie, if you're here, I'm actually in go mode. Look at me go. Are you proud of me? Go mode. Yeah, there you are. I'm super proud of the way that this whole thing went. Specifically, okay, I since I'm in go mode, I don't have to think as much about what I'm doing. I would just like to point out, I do this a lot with other seeds, where when something goes wrong, I'll sort of describe what messed me up and why. This one, I feel like I did everything right. Like, not only was it a pretty simple seed, like, right out the gate, I also feel like I didn't make any dumb choices. The dumbest choice I think I made was going to Deku Tree. But even that, didn't I get something important in Deku Tree? I mean, I guess I got Skulltulas, which was necessary. So even that wasn't really a bad choice. It was just something I didn't necessarily have to do. shoot! I'm about to freaking die. Okay. There we go. I'm actually missing an item? What are you talking about? Don't be messing with me right now. What am I missing? Zora tunic. Oh, come... Shut up. Okay, technically I'm supposed to have Zora tunic before I do this. Technically. Asshole. Literally, at this point, I just need to find the boss key. But I know that that's in here somewhere, so... Got him! Oh shoot, I forgot to do the cool thing that I should have done. I hope this is the boss key. That would make this pretty convenient right now. Nope. But maybe just regular key? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do a thing. It's gonna waste a little bit of time right now, but it'll save me time later. Come on, I'm just a kid. Yeah, you're just a kid. Doesn't mean you're not able to be an asshole. No, but you are correct. Technically, I do need Zora tunic before I finish this. But like, I don't actually need Zora tunic to finish this. I have enough hearts. Who knew 6 hearts would be enough to finish this? I have enough hearts. I have enough stuff to make it work. So it's not hugely important that I have the Zora tunic specifically. Excuse me. Please. Boss key? Yes, boss key! Awesome. Okay, so now it's a good thing I did what I did, because now I can do this, get back, and immediately go up to the boss. Don't even have to worry about... Oh, wait. Don't even have to worry about re-raising the water at all. Monkey time! Hell yeah, monkey time! We're in go mode, baby! We're gonna have all our medallions probably in under 3 hours. Or at least all the bosses will be killed in under 3 hours. There we go! Boss is all killed in under 3 hours. Holy moly. When you get the final medallion, you'll see a bunch of monkeys in chat. Okay, well, I'm about to get the medallion. It's about to happen. I'm kind of surprised. Even with a 40 skull seed, I'm still going to do this in probably like 3 hours and 10 minutes. This will be my second best time ever. Wow. And no shield to speak of. Oh, that sucks. That actually sucks. That means that I can't do shield check. Or I can't do, what's it called? Any shield strats. That's gonna make the final bosses take a little bit longer, but that's unfortunate. There's that last medallion! Monkeys! Oh, Cal getting in on the action. Hell yeah! Alright. Oh, that's right. Because I got Shadow and Spirit medallions. Alright. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a shield in the boss key chest. Or I wonder if you can buy a shield. There's Deku Scrubs underneath. What's it called? Like when you go into Ganon's tower, you can like hop down into like the bottom area, and there's like a little invisible, or there's like an illusory door or illusory wall that you can walk through under the bridge. Yeah, under the bridge. I wonder if any of the Comet Raiders are still here. I feel like there's at least one, because right now it's saying silent. I get what you mean. Because right now it says that I have 5 viewers, which I think is Cal, Michael, Katie, and then 2 other people. Although I know Katie, I don't know if Katie is still doing this. Katie will watch on like Twitch, and then will watch Twitch on her PS5, but then also watch on her phone to like speak, like to do chat stuff. So that could be one of them. It might count the bot. I honestly don't know. PS4, sorry. PS4. But is that still what you're doing? Do you still watch on PS4 and then like chat on your phone? And we'll be with a bunch of monkeys. I'm excited. Can't wait for the monkeys. He's got the monkeys. Let's see the monkeys. Okay. I had been hoping that that would be a shield, but alas, 'twas not. Usually it's just the PS4 unless you're asking me a question. Gotcha. Okay. Used to watch on my Chromecast and run an IRC client on my phone. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. This is going to be tough because I don't have a shield. Okay. Good. Now I've got at least enough health to survive a hit. Oh, shoot! Got me. Alright. Much better! Give me those hearts. Give me them toes! Sorry, I'm in a bit of a weird mood now. Let's go, Cal. You in with me? You got this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Early in the stream, it was just your computer. Okay, gotcha. You're forgetting Nehru's love. Yes, you're right. I've completely forgotten about Nehru's love. The most important item of this entire game. How dare I? Alright, we're gonna do... I forgot, I've got a got a freaking fairy. Like, I'm gonna be fine. Lol, and mirror shield. Yeah, there are so many items that I did not need in this seed. Literally, mirror shield. I only got 1 strength, which is even in a seed that doesn't need 2 strengths. That's weird. Normally, you find at least a couple. No Zora scale. Only 1 wallet. No Zora tunic. No lens of truth. Like, that's a good thing. It is a good thing. It's absolutely a good thing. There we go. Here comes the monkeys. Hit me with the monkeys. Alright, so at this point, since I don't have a shield and I can't do the good strats against Ganon, there's not really any point in switching swords. Dum, dum. This is gonna be hard. Not hard. I wouldn't say hard, but this is not going to be as simple as just. It's not going to be as simple as it normally is because I don't have his shield. Oh, what? It automatically... Shoot. That's not good. That is really not good. It's a good thing I had a fairy here. I really do not want to die. Okay. Monkey. Monkey! Alright. This is legitimately hard without a shield. Just purely because I can't do shoot. Because I can't do shield crouching or crouch stabbing, whatever it's called. Yes. Okay. 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 But I did it. I did it. It's fine. It's over. Oh man. Oh man. Here we go. First try. First try. It is technically first try. I died once, but I had a fairy, so it doesn't count. Sub 310. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Oh, man. I am so proud of that run. Amazing job. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. This was awesome. Oh, man. I'm so happy with that. The only thing that I would say I could have done better is I could have collected more Skulltulas earlier, so that maybe I wouldn't have had to go into Deku Tree, and I wouldn't have had to worry about collecting skulls at the last minute as adult. Like, maybe I could have done better in that regard. But overall, that was excellent, I think. There were no major issues. I love this music. There were no major issues. Everything that I chose to do had an actual purpose. I didn't do a single thing and not at least find something useful. So that was very good. Thank you, folks, for all your support. The monkeys helped you. The monkeys did help me. Monkeys absolutely helped me. Couldn't have done it without those damn monkeys. Oh, man, that was awesome. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm coming down. That was really great. Let me put my time in to what's it called, to the race Excel sheet. 30905. Heck yeah. Still gonna try green in the spitting log thing after credits. Yeah, why not? I won't even wait for credits. Actually, no, I want to wait for credits. I like the credits. But yeah, we'll definitely do that. No doubt. Okay, so let's see. Since this one does in fact have a spoiler log, I can take a look at that real quick. You can also use Din's Fire Nehru's Love. Yeah, that makes sense. Din's Fire Nehru's Love allow the scene to keep progressing, so that it makes sense that those are possible. Where's your damn sword? Good question. That'll be something I look up right now. Okay. All right. All right, so let's look up Kokiri Sword. Kokiri Sword. Kokiri Sword was in Fire Temple. Big lava room, lower open door, chest. Big lava room, lower open door, chest. What? Big lava room, blocked door, chest. Oh, okay. Big lava room, lower open door, chest. So, so there was the place that I got a Skulltula, and there's like a door underneath it in Fire Temple. The place where the Song of Time block is. So I played the Song of Time, hopped up and got in there, and there was a what's it called? Skulltula in there. Underneath there, where the Song of Time block blocks the door, that's where my Kokiri Sword was. So that's why we didn't see it. Because I literally didn't bother checking in there. Yes, where are the shields? That is a good question. Let's do this first. Okay, so shield. Okay, wait, actually, I'm curious to know, how many Hylian shields are there? So there are 2 Hylian shields in the pot, in the pool of items. So there are 2 to find. That's a Deku shield. Okay, Lake Hylia. In Lake Hylia, the place that on top of the lab, That is one Hylian shield. The other Hylian shield was in bottom of the well, so I didn't even go in there, so that was why I didn't find that. And Mirror Shield was in Gerudo Training Ground, so that's why I didn't find that one either. Damn, interesting. What else? What else? I'm curious about strength upgrades. What about lens? Okay, I'll look up lens after I do strength upgrades. So there was one in Ice Cavern, which is the one I found. There was one in Gerudo Training Ground. Oh, but it was locked behind where I need 2 strengths, so that would have had to have been the last strength. And then there was one in Ganon's Castle. Okay. So yeah, I could only find 1 strength. That's interesting. Lens and scale. I'll check both of those. I'll check lens next. Top of lab, worth checking in runs. It is. It usually depends. In this case, like, I never had a reason to go check Lake Hylia at all as adult. So there was never a point where I was like, I should check top of lab. Because I could have. I had hookshot pretty early. I could have gotten the Scarecrow song while I was there and then just immediately checked it. But I never had to go there as an adult. So it wasn't worth it in this run, in other words. Because that's the key thing is sometimes, and this is just in my own experience, but sometimes you don't know where to go next. So it's all about figuring it out. But this seed was very much like, let me look at this. If I'm looking at my tracker, right, I started out as adult with the Forest Medallion. So that was 1 medallion already down. I very quickly found a bomb bag for Dodongo's Cavern, the hookshot and the bow for Forest Temple, and I knew where Rudo's letter was for Jabu. So I already had a bunch of stuff that I could do pretty quickly. So then, like, I checked Forest, I found Din's Fire there, I found magic in Graveyard, then with Rudo's, I found Hover Boots, and once I had Hover Boots, like, legitimately, once I had Hover Boots, I was constantly going to the next place. There was never a moment where I was like, I don't know where to go. I was always thinking, okay, with the Hover Boots, I can go get Rudo's letter. With Rudo's letter, I can go to Jabu, or I can go to Ice Cavern. I found Boomerang and Strength, so that I could finish Forest and Jabu. Then I finished DC, then I found... with Din's Fire, I went to Shadow Temple, and once I found Megaton Hammer and Shadow Temple, it was over. I already knew exactly... I knew where Longshot was, so I could just finish the game from there. This was actually a very, very kind seed to me. Looking back at it now, like I said, there was never a moment of, I don't know where to go. I always not just had something to do, but had something progression related to do. Whether it was a temple or collecting skulls, I was always on to the next thing, which is extremely rare for these rando seeds. That's incredible. It's either, not to toot my own horn, I either got very lucky, or for the first time, I really got the logic of the seed. Honestly, I think I got lucky, because that bow in Goron City even was like so nicely placed, so perfect. Dead people are now alive. Yes, the dead sages are now live sages once more. Wait, I was going to check lens. Lens of Truth was also in GTG. Man, GTG was stacked. There's even a scale in GTG. I didn't even need to search for it. It's just right there. Outside Ganon's Castle had a scale, and then GTG had a scale. So both of those were not something I was going to get at any point in this seed. The end! We finished the seed! Why not both luck and logic? It could be. Well, no. It is. You're right. It's a combination of the fact that I got very lucky with all of the checks, and I was very smart to immediately check Shadow Temple for hammer. That hammer being in Shadow Temple, especially being that late in Shadow Temple, if I had tried to dip out early or something, would have been disastrous. So, okay, I'm going to reset, and I'll just quickly do the thing we were saying in the Deku Tree, just for fun, and we'll go from there. What's my PB? My PB currently is, I'd have to look at my sheet, but I believe it is, I know it's 2 hours, 55 minutes, and like 40 seconds, I think. I did that on a seed, but it was a seed that I did by myself. This is my best seed that I've done on stream or with these. Actually, no, there was the seed that I PB'd on was under these settings too. But yeah, it like 2 hours, 55 minutes, and like 40 seconds. So it was, 5 minutes under 3 hours, which is pretty great. PB is personal best. So like my personal best time in running a seed like this. Yeah. So my PB is just under 3 hours. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of that. I think technically this will be just a little bit faster. In the meantime, think of anything else. Think if there's anything else you'd like me to check in the spoiler log. And I will do that right after this, if there's anything else we care about. Alright, let's go into the Deku Tree. I think I'm actually going to need to pull out my slingshot for this to get through a room. I don't usually go through that room, so this will be kind of interesting. Here we go! Oh, I'm gonna look up where like Deku Stick upgrades and Deku Seed Deku Nut upgrades were. I'm curious to know where those were. Shoot. Hey, happy 4th of July! Not that there's a ton to be happy about right this second, but happy 4th of July, everybody. Say that in a Mario voice. I do not do Mario voice as well, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to disappoint you on there. Happy 4th of July, yeah! So what, you have to like play a song, right? Actually, let's do this. Or no, how do you... No, how do you get through it? What? Hold up. What just happened? Was that supposed to happen? Or was something even weirder going on there? Holy moly. Oh, that's so weird. So it literally, like, even though it doesn't continue moving on screen, like, it does keep moving. You just literally put your ocarina on. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. Holy moly. I knew that there were a lot of ways to get past this. Like, you can literally backflip over it, I think. I can't, clearly, but I'm pretty sure you can backflip over it. Maybe that's only as adult or something. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. You can backflip over it too. You were supposed to jump on the platform, wait until you get close, open the ocarina, and then close. You go right through. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Holy moly. Which race was this? Like which number in the thing? I think it was 6. I already closed it, but I can look right now. I already put my time in there. I think it was number 6 that I did. Yeah, number 6 is the one that I just did. Discovered that on your own. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Good for you. That's really cool. I never knew about that specific trick. Interesting. All right, folks. It is now a little after midnight, which means, isn't it a little after 1 for you, Michael? What are you doing up still? I guess you don't have, anything to do tomorrow, probably, but still. Because I can't figure out how to skip the basement. Okay, I see. No, it's 11 for you. Oh, that's right. You're an hour behind? Yeah, you're an hour behind. Okay, my bad. Yeah, 11:07. That makes sense. Thanks for the stream. Have a great night. Thank you, Katie. You too. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If there's anyone still here from the silent raid that we had earlier, thank you for being here as well. This was really fun. I had such a good time. You have a great night too, Michael. I'm going to be streaming again on Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. I think today, I wanted to do another race with people, but because I got here even later than I expected, I didn't have time to set that up. So I'm going to try to set that up for Wednesday at 6 to do just a race with a few other people. And that will be fun. For anyone here who may not already be there, feel free to hop into my Discord. We have a lot of fun chatting in there about different things, mostly Sudoku, which I find fascinating, and I love it. It's fantastic. But feel free to hop in there, anyone who is not already in there. It's saying that I've got 6 people here right now, but I only know 4 of the people. So there's 2 people here who I don't know who you are. I hope you were enjoying yourself while you were here. But yeah, go ahead and join the Discord if you're interested. I stream twice a week, and I usually just do stuff like this because it's fun. I'm rambling now. I'm very sorry. Have a good night, everyone. Cal, Michael, Katie. Thank you all for being here. Did I miscount? Wait a sec. Who all do I know here? Yeah, no. 4 people, but 2 of them are Katie, so there are 2 other people that I don't know. Thanks for stream. Yeah, thanks for being here again. Have a good night, everyone. See you later, Mike. Michael, you have a good night as well. And I will hopefully see you all on Wednesday. Bye. No? Wait, monkeys? 1 is you. 1 is you? So wait, there's 3 people I don't know in here. Wow, hello, 3 people. Whoever you are, thank you for being here. I so appreciate it. There's those monkeys. All right, that monkey dump is a great way to end this stream. So have a good night, folks. I will talk to you all later. Yeah, happy 4th of July, I guess. Have a good night, folks. Bye-bye.